And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And here is Los Angeles now. A 12-point game. Kobe, that's for 2. And he gets it to go from the corner.
Kobe Bryant.
Kobe's got 11.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
Kobe Bryant dealing with the wear and tear of decades in the league. He talks about how he remains effective.
Well, you have to make adjustments. You try to figure out what you can and can't do, and you have to try to learn that pretty quickly and figure out how effective you can be. And so it's just about making adjustments.
Well, at Kobe's age and with the 2 years worth of injuries, is coming back for him just a matter of great adjustments? Or is that another way of saying he has to limit everyone's expectation, including his own?
You know what? When it comes to Kobe Bryant, history has shown that the normal rules just don't apply. I think it's the rest of the league that's going to have to adjust to a well-rested and still very lethal Black Mamba.
Assist from Jordan Clarkson.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And guys, the Lakers are pretty much in control here.
And really, it's always a positive when you can get some impact off your bench.
Always nice to have firepower coming from the reserves, and they've had firepower and then some so far.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, they've got Bryant. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Russell. Then it's Brandon Bass, and it's Black in at the 5, down low. And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. The Lakers also making some changes. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Tariq Black. Julius Randle comes in for Brandon Bass, and it's Williams in for Bryant. Now here's Hibbert. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
Here's Lure. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
That's his first.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Take a look at what Clarkson's been doing. He's got 8 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
Taken away by Williams. And stolen by Booker. Now, here's Goodwin. He's covered closely. Got a piece of it. And they get it back. Here's Tucker. Phoenix, no good that time either.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
And Russell gets it to go.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
And one feels bad for the way Julius Randle's career started. I was there that night, first game of the season, 7th pick out of Kentucky in the 2014 draft. Suited up for one game, broke his right leg 14 minutes in. And the guy that comforted him the most, I recall very vividly, Kobe Bryant, stayed with him the entire time when he was really in shock on the floor.
He was, and unfortunately, for so many reasons. For one, he had really been progressing in the Summer League, and the Lakers obviously had high hopes for him. And when he went down, that was the start of the rest of the ship kind of going down with him.
And the Suns call time here.
And, you know, going back to Randall's rookie year, his troubles really started during medical checkups before the draft. They found a foot injury dating back to high school. The fifth metatarsal had been broken, which may be why he fell a few spots in the draft.
The Lakers making a switch here. Nance is checked in.
Get open, get open.
Now here's Tucker, covered by Nance. Kicks it to Goodwin. 6 to shoot. It's deflected. And up the floor again for the Lakers, running the court. Williams with a clean look. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And the lead continues to increase. They are just playing flawless basketball at both ends.
Greg, I can't identify an area where this team has underperformed. I mean, they've been 5-star in every category.
And here is Goodwin after Lou Williams was able to get the 3 to go. A nice shot by Booker. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone.
And one thing that Phoenix had to them last season was depth. A very good bench, and they provided a good scoring punch when called upon.
Some changes here for the Lakers. Kobe's checked in for Hibbert. Young is subbed in for Williams. Well, Phoenix did have a strong bench, best scoring bench in the NBA in terms, Clark, of points per minute play.
Yeah, and you know, it really helped them, that bench strength, keep the pace of the game up. They were 3rd in the league in fast break points last year.
Hey, guys, in a draft with so many talented big men and lead guards, Booker was a bit of a hot commodity. One of the purest sharpshooters in the draft, has a lightning-quick release on his jump shot.
And with Booker, you know, who is a Kentucky guy, he's a sharpshooter. Greg, you're talking about that. His dad actually played at the University of Missouri. He was a pretty good shooter. Clark, this Booker has a pretty good frame to work with, and I think that's going to serve him well in the NBA.
Yeah, I agree with you. I like his size. I like his stroke. I like his toughness. I think he's going to be better defensively than people think. He's got a lot of good stuff in his game already.
Both free throws good from Booker.
Well, somehow the Lakers managed to avoid ending up in last place in the West last season. Still, it's a far, far cry from the Lakers teams of the past. Only 21 wins for them on the season.
Now here's Kobe, 13 points in the game. That one goes. Count it.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And for the Lakers against the rest of the West last year, they only went 9-43, Greg, in their own conference matchups.
Yeah, and never a good sign when less than half of your wins come against your own conference. The Lakers know they have a long road ahead of them to get back to their years of Western Conference dominance.
That's his second personal foul. If he gets another, it probably puts him on the bench for the rest of the first half.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Blacks checked in for Randall, and Brandon Bass subbed in for Nick Young. Chandler a screen. Inside. And there's the foul. It's going to go on Tariq Black. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Alex Len's checked in for Chandler. Mirza Teletovic comes in for John Lure. And it's Price in for Archie Goodwin. And the shot is good.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
And he gets it to go.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
To the middle. Here's Booker. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Sonny Weems checks in for P.J. Tucker. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for the Lakers. The Suns shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
Brown the pass to Black. Stolen by Len. The feed to Booker. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Lakers leading by 23. Bryant is doubled. Rejected by Len. And he recovers it. Bryant has the open look. And there's another one for the Lakers.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
There's the pick. To the wing right side. 1:07 left to play here in the second quarter. Out left to the wing. Here's Black. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Price with the ball. Len a screen. Here's Booker. That one wide left.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
On the wing, Kobe. Guarded by Price. Bryant is doubled. And there's another one for the Lakers.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Price outside. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety. Kevin, he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
11 seconds left in the second quarter. Over to the wing. Here's Booker. Off target from outside. Here's Brown. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
Well, I can't see how they'd come to any other conclusion. I mean, we have a good look at it on the replay. The clock's still ticking when it left his fingertips.
And they've overturned the call. The replay was conclusive, and that one's going to count.
And, Kevin, an example of why it's good to have replay. I don't know what kind of impact it'll have on the final result, but you always want them to get every call right.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Lakers ahead, running away with it. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Roy, you've gotten some bench production tonight that's made an impact here. Tell us how the depth has shaped the team's mentality and identity.
We're a complete team. You know, from top to bottom, we got guys on the bench that are just as good as our starting 5. We can go out there and produce. And defensively, we keep this up, we'll be all right tonight.
Roy, well done. A team effort. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome, everyone. We'll be taking a look back at what was clearly a one-sided first half of action. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Some incredible work in this one by Kobe Bryant. He had 21 points and 1 assist. The first 2 quarters went very well for him. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
I love how they opened the game up. They pushed the ball up court at every opportunity, and they put the defense on their heels. But it wasn't just a track meet. It was a well-thought-out strategy that the coaches had way beforehand. We'll see what adjustments get made to try to stop their transition game in the second half.
Shaq, what'd you think about Phoenix?
Well, first of all, Ernie, they were atrocious on the boards. Getting tough on the glass has got to be the first thing they address. There is no way they can come back into the game unless they show more fight in the paint. If not, Ernie, they're going to be barbecue chicken.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
Kobe having just a fantastic game. He's got 21 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
And Clark, he's just done a great job defensively. That 1 steal doesn't tell the whole story. And last season, the Lakers finished last in the Pacific Division once again. Second year in a row, they ended up at the bottom of the barrel.
P.J. Tucker is out there with John Lewis. And it's Chandler, then it's Goodwin, and it's Booker in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. And the Lakers were at the bottom once again in the Pacific Division, Clark. But, you know, these 2 seasons we've just seen, the last time they finished last in the Pacific was 1975.
Well, they had a 2-14 record against the rest of the Pacific. And we also know, though, the Lakers don't stay down very long. They'll be back on top before long.
And the Lakers making a change here. Young's checked in. No good on the second free throw.
You know, there was a time when some thought Tyson Chandler would be a draft bust. But, you know, it took some time before he found his niche and has been one of the best bigs in the NBA for the span of his career. You know, that shows you also when you draft guys out of high school, they're going to need a couple more years to really define who they are as players. They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Chandler was a bit of a late bloomer, but you can't argue with his presence on the floor now.
Well, he won a title and embodies what you need to do in order to win titles. I mean, Chandler makes all the difference on defense, and that's why teams will just still...
And, guys, he saw his chance to earn a little camera time there and took it.
Rocking the rim with some major force.
Lazy defense there, though, fellas. Somebody's got to be willing to put their body on the line and try to impede his path there.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. That's good. Tucker's got 5.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
More active and more physical down low. That's what's really been the difference thus far.
Randall with the bucket.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's Lure, and they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Lure's got his first 3 points of the game. Los Angeles has gone along perfectly from 3-point range. Tonight, they've gone 5 for 5. Here's Williams, and the shot is good.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
And here is Goodwin. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Go. You know, the Phoenix Suns played well overall last season, but they still couldn't match up against some of the teams in the West. Had a hard time with in-conference battles.
And for the Suns last season, Greg, they ended with a record of 21-31 against the Western Conference. It's something that you can point to, Greg, as a reason they failed to make the postseason.
Great point, Kevin. And the big problem for the Suns were the other Western playoff teams. Only went 8-22 against the top 8 in the West.
Johnson, he's checked in for Booker. The Lakers also changing it up. Larry Nance is checked in for Hibbert. Ryan Kelly comes in for Nick Young. And it's Russell in for Jordan Clarkson.
Well, clearly the Lakers were not a great team. I mean, they did have one of their better bench units last season. They led the league in points off the bench, but that was more an indictment of the quality of the starters than the firepower of the bench.
Last year, the Lakers did have some firepower off the bench. A lot of players would see their roles shift during the year, as you might expect for a team trying to find the right combination.
Yeah, they were also near the top in the league in bench minutes played. So whether you start or come off the bench last year in L.A., you'll see plenty of action.
Here's Huertas. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
And they've really come out of halftime with the eye of the tiger. Plenty of fire in their eyes and tremendous focus and intensity.
Lakers shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. Phoenix looked to be on the verge of making it back into the playoffs last season. Ultimately, though, Greg, they faltered in the second half of the year.
Yeah, it was a three-team race. And after coming up short in 14, the Suns had the edge early. As you said, Kevin, they simply couldn't keep things going in the second half of the season.
Lure can't hit.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And good on the basket. Book it.
You know, guys, the Suns went from the 8th seed to finishing 10th in the West. I mean, it would have been a tough task for them to stay in the race, particularly after all the trades. I mean, their team was in transition.
And Chandler throws it down.
Flush that thing down, young fella.
That is a fierce two-hander.
Maximum force on that dunk.
Russell against Johnson. Chandler with the steal. Tucker dishes to Johnson. Chandler a screen. Now here's Goodwin. He's tightly guarded. Johnson wide open. He fires. And the three ball is good.
And when you shake up a roster, as the Suns did last year, it's hard to keep pace. They ended 6 games back of that final playoff spot, but that all happened after they decided to shake things up.
And the Suns here with a different look. Alex Lenz checked in for Chandler. Mirza Teletovic comes in for Lure. Sonny Weems checks in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Price in for Goodwin. 1:57 left to play here in the third. Down low. Here's Len. Powered down with both hands.
Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be. Remove all doubt on that attack.
Passes to Black. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, you're making things far too easy for him when you let him get it that deep.
I echo that. Ditto. I mean, you've got to do your work early to try to keep him out of the post. Fight him a little bit. Keep him away from that spot he wants.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And it's Ronnie Price with the foul. That's his first foul.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Tariq Black. Kobe comes in for Larry Nance. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Russell. Brown, good. 59 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Price. To the paint. Here's Len. And Hibbert with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Hibbert touched it last. Williams, he's checked in for Brown.
Now into the lineup for the Lakers, Lou Williams.
There's 47 seconds left in the third. Teletovic misses. Los Angeles has gone along perfectly from three-point range tonight. They've gone 5 for 5. And a nice shot by Bryant.
Kobe Bryant.
36 seconds left in the third quarter. Phoenix has gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Glenn, a screen to the inside. Weems, and he dunks it down.
Ronnie Price delivering a nice dime.
Outside, Kobe. Stolen away. Here's Weems. Puts it up from 12. Rebounded by the Lakers. A good look from Bryant. Again, Los Angeles.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly, but very efficiently.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. We've got Lewis Williams. Julius Randle is out there with Brandon Bass. Then it's Ryan Kelly, and it's Huertas in at the guard position. Randle with the bucket.
Kevin, that's beautiful. With the guy all over him, the fadeaway was about the only option he had, and he cashed in on it.
Inside, it's tipped. It's stolen by Bass. Williams for 3, and again Los Angeles with the triple. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Down low. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
The shooting percentage continues to elevate here in the second half.
Well, as a group, they've been harmonic since the break. In sync. Good team basketball resulting in high-quality shots.
2.
At the line for your Suns, Ronnie Price. At the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Suns making a change here. Blair's checked in. The Lakers also making some changes. Nance comes in for Randle. And it's Brown in for Williams. Price hits them both. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. On the wing, Brown. Sinks it from just inside the baseline.
They're perfectly content to keep going to that mid-range jumper. If the defense is going to give it to them, they'll take it all day.
It's about getting open looks, and they've used that shot with great effect here tonight.
Picked by Humphries. Price kicks to Johnson. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Phoenix, Orlando Johnson. At the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Nick Young's checked in for Los Angeles. Both good from the line that time. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Feeds it to Bass. Here's Wirtz, guarded by Price. The shot's good from Nance.
Larry Nance.
Now Johnson. Down low. Here's Humphries. Takes a big height bounce and goes in.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
The Lakers have gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter. Lets it go from 11. And another basket for the Lakers.
Marcelino Huertas.
Well, Phoenix shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. To the paint. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Bass. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And with that speed, once he took off, the D just had no chance of getting back.
Well, I think they did the right thing. I mean, just give up the 2 points and move forward. Hey, discretion is the better part of valor sometimes. Write that one down, game players. Discretion is the better part of valor.
Phoenix making some changes. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Johnson. And Goodwin subbed in for Ronnie Price. The free throw drops for Bass. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Now here's Goodwin. Inside. And he lays it straight in.
Well, they found the touch here in the second half from the field. And everything else we talk about, folks, rebounding, defense, all of that, this game is still about making shots. You got to put the ball in the basket. That's the bottom line. And they found a way to do it here in the second half.
That's tipped. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Young with the ball. Now here's Goodwin. He's guarded closely. He kicks it to Blair. From past the arc. And it's Goodwin missing. Los Angeles has gotten on a roll from three-point land. They've been flawless. 6 for 6 tonight. To the paint. Here's Humphries. Nance with the rebound. Nance has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Young pass to Brown. Here's Nance, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Picked by Humphries. Here's Goodwin. Comes up empty off the pick.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at him. Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor with their offense in the paint because that has not been up to par. Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
Brown outside. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Don't underestimate him. He can knock that down.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And Tucker has it in the corner. Goes up on the wing. That's good. There's 1:34 left in the fourth. Young in the corner for the 3. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Los Angeles.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Bryant. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
And it's Goodwin missing.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. Alex Lenz checked in for Phoenix. Mirza Teletovic comes in for Chris Humphries. And the Lakers also making a switch. Clarkson's checked in. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The dish to land. And that one's good.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
There's 42 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Clarkson kicks to Bass. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And you can hear the disappointment in the crowd tonight. But we saw a team that was just ready to do battle in this arena. They clearly wanted this road game.
Crystal clearly. They came in here determined to steal this game, Greg. Their effort level, I thought, was outstanding, and they just took care of business.
Three seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Clarkson kicks to Black. Land with the block. And Phoenix pushing it up now. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
And really, if this had come just a little earlier, they may have been able to get back into the game.
Yeah, I agree with you. They needed this a lot sooner than they got it.
Pass to Clarkson. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here.
That's his first personal foul.
One shot. Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot. I'm putting you in. Let's go.
5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kobe Bryant. He really set the tone for them in the first half, and it seemed to just help carry them forward from that point on.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage. Wow.
A ton of his points were coming inside tonight. It really speaks to how aggressive he was in this game. If there was a path to the hoop, he was attacking. Love that kind of mindset in a backcourt or a wing player.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.